So I'm going to share some questions. So what's happening? You will have 15 questions so far. Okay. Can we begin?
Wow.
Only 15. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Before um I want to tell you something. This is the salary negotiation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the most important thing. Yeah, we forget about this one. Salary negotiation. So, um, just right to the point. There are four steps or 4 points that we can do whenever we have a offering and we have a number for our salary. And if we have far more than our expectation, then we can do the negotiation. The first thing we need to do is express our gratitude, like, thank you for your offer. I'm so excited to join on the team. Thank you for your offer. I'm so excited to join to this company. However, we can say however, right?
Mhm.
Or we can go to the second thing, is countering. Countering, like, we do not agree, or we say that this number is lower than our expectation, and then we can try to have a negotiation. Yeah, for example, after learning more about the position, a salary of 10 millions feels more appropriate for me, as I have mentioned your skill, as I have a leadership and a good responsibility. So I consider to have a renegotiation for this position. Yeah. The first one is express our gratitude. Yes, I'm very happy to join on your company, to join on this team. And then second one, we said that this salary is lower than our expectation. Yeah, or we can counter the number, or we can counter the offer. For example, after learning more about the position, a salary 8 million feels more appropriate for me, as I believe I have a good contribution to this company because of my experience, because of my skills. Or we can say because of I because of a good leadership and good public speaking and good uh, team management skill. So I believe I can give my contribution to this company. Yeah. Or we can say, based on my research, 5 million feels lower than the standard of this position, because according to my skill and my experience, I could manage the team well, and I could finish every single task on time. So I believe 10 million feels more appropriate. Yeah. Okay, now two things before we continue for the unique offer and enroll them to have. So would you like to try to express gratitude and also counter the offer? For example, okay, Mbak Sabrina, we would like to give you around 5 million for this position.
Thank you for your offer. I think that number is fit for my position and my experience. So I'm so excited to join your company.
Do you agree with that number?
Enggak sih Mbak sebenarnya.
Okay. All right. So if you agree with that number, you can say so. However, if you do not agree with that number, you can negotiate. The first thing is take gratitude and express that yes, thank you so much. I'm very excited to join on your team. I would like to join on your team as soon as possible and then do the countering. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
We try once again. Okay. All right, Mbak Sabrina, I'm sure that you will be the best candidate for our interview tonight. So we are going to give you 5 million for this position.
Thank you for your offer, and I'm so excited to join your team. But based on my research in this in industry, my experience and my uh, skill record, that maybe 8 to 10 millions is the best number for this position and this workload.
All right, thank you. Great. Okay, and the next one is unique over. So we can say with my extensive background and my experience, I bring much more to the table than a standard, we can say, manager. This is the position that we apply for. Yeah, with my extensive background and my experience, I bring much more to the table than a standard manager. Yeah, this unique over means after after reinforced after saying that, hey, this number is lower than my expectation, or this number is lower than the standard salary for this position. I couldn't accept this because I have skills and good record, and also I have so many experiences for this kind of position. Yeah, so we can mention one by one the skill that we have.
Jadi langsung menolak gitu ya, Mbak?
Yeah, directly disagree with the number. However, we can change the sentences politely. Say, okay, with my extensive, yeah, langsung kita jual skill kita. With my extensive background, with my expertise, with my appropriate experiences, with my skills, I do believe that this position could give me more than 5 million. It's around 10 million, sounds great. Since I have many experiences in portfolio and managing the team and taking, for example, in a taking action or managing an action or in taking risk or in analyzing something. So I could say 10 million will be the best number for this position. Gitu ya. Unique over means we sell the skill we have and we sell the experiences we have and we say that this number, it sounds good for me, or this number will be suitable for me. Yeah, and do not forget, we can counter with the experiences and skills we have. That's why we say, I believe my skill in managing the team and analyzing the situation and also making quick decision can contribute to this company's success, can contribute to the company's growth. So I would say 10 million, or I would say 8 million will be sounds great. Nah, udah sampai situ, lalu kita minta ke dia, can you help me? Gitu.
Oh,
To help me to get closer to that number. If so, I'm happy to sign right now. Or based on my research in this industry and my experience as manager and my record, the best number is around 8 to 10 million. Are you able to help me to get the closer, to get to the closer number? Nah, kayak gitu maksudnya, ayo, harga lo berapa gitu.
oh, jadi kayak negosiasi langsung gitu ya, Mbak?
This is the negotiation. So you can remember how to negotiate, first saying thank you, saying that you are really want to join on the team. Yeah, and then the second one, we can mention that this is a little bit lower than our expectation, and based on my experiences, we can over our skill. Based on my experiences and my skill and mentioning your skill A, B, and C, I believe my skill can contribute to your company's growth. And based on my research in the same industry for the same position, the best number is around 8 to 10 million. Dah, sampai situ. So we asked him or we asked her to help us to give the new number. So are you able to help me get closer to the number? Yeah. Okay, nah, yuk, once again. All right, Mbak Sabrina, I'm really interested in your skills and your experience, and we would like to give you 5 million for this position.
Thank you for your offer. But after learning about this position, the workload, maybe I believe that salary around 8 to 10 million is more suitable for this position, because based on with my extensive background and experience, I can bring much more than a standard manager to this company. I believe my skill in recruiting, leadership, and training can contribute to the company's success. So, are you able to help me to get closer to that number? If so, I'm happy to sign right now.
Well, yes, we could have around 6 million. Would you take it?
Based on my research and my experience in this industry, in this position, uh, I believe that the number around 8 to 10 millions is a very good number for this position.
Well, 8 million is out of our standard for this company. Um, if you don't mind, we can talk it later. If I would like to see whether this company could give you more than 6 million or not. Maybe we can talk it later on and give me in 1 week.
Okay, thank you. I'll be waiting for your email.
Thank you so much. Okay, good. This is the way we can negotiate the salary. Okay, do not forget saying gratitude and then give the counter and sell our skills, reiterate our skills like we can A, B, and C, and we believe these skills can contribute this company's success. And do not forget to highlight a little bit about, based on my research, the standard for this position is about this number. However, if you don't mind, would you like to help us to get closer for this number? Okay, good. Now let's go to the simulation. So here are what we are going to ask you. Okay, you ready?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Okay. Okay, good evening, Mbak Sabrina.
Good evening, Mbak Jodis.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, Mbak, we can have an interview in my room. Would you like to follow me, please?
Okay, sure.
Well, have a seat, please. Before starting, do you want to have something to drink or do you want to have a tea or coffee before we begin?
No, thank you. I had a coffee I before my went to this office, my way to this office.
Okay. All right. Tell me about yourself, Mbak Sabrina.
Well, thank you for your opportunity. My name is Sabrina Nur Afifah. I just finished my contract as HR administration staff at Ethics Group, which focus on digitalizing administration report and document projects. My contribution to these projects are maintaining and updating employees database and changing the method of administration reports from manual to digital by using one application called HRIS. After 2 months, we use the HRIS. There are so many positive change, such as first, the attendance report. The old method, the employee have to write and have to write their names, the date, and the time they were arriving or leaving the office. But after using HRIS, just by one click, the application will record the date, the time, and the location where the employees check in or check out before leaving the office. And second, the biggest change is leave report. When the old method, the employee have to fill the form to ask permission to leave and give it to their supervisor to sign, and then give the form to the HR team that collect the form. It's so time consuming and very not practical. So after using the HRIS, the employee who wants to ask permission to leave just need to submit the specific date they want to take their leave, and it will automatically send to their supervisor to approve. It's way more efficient, effective, and also we could cut costs of paper at least 10% per month.
Wow, impressive. Now, how would you
Mm.
describe your personality?
Well, my personality, I describe myself as a very reliable person. I took my job and my tasks seriously. I respect the deadlines, so I always ensure that all my tasks and my tasks are complete uh, on time. So, which makes my boss and my colleagues are trusting me to handling some big project. For example, as I mentioned before, HRIS.
Okay, nice. I'm really happy if I can work together with a reliable person because it helped my work finish on time.
Yes.
So, yeah, I have read your experience and your educational background. Would you like to describe, or would you like to tell me about how did yours finish your educational background? How did you finish your study?
Well, I graduated from Pajajaran University in 2017 with a bachelor degree in French literature. I also take a course class of French, and in additional of my degree, I have two certificates with me. There are TOEFL certificate and DELF B2 certificate that support my skill in speaking and writing in foreign languages.
Okay. Wow, very good. So, um, have you ever studied outside of your university?
I have no experience for study outside my university.
Okay, well, doesn't matter. How will your education help you with this position?
Well, my education background as a graduate from a French literature major, that maybe uh not really parallel with this position, but after I graduated in 2017, I managed to get my first job at a manufacturing company as an HR administration staff. There I learned so much about human resource like people management, training, recruiting, promoting, and then uh, I I often handling payroll benefits and health insurance for the employee. So, based on my experience in human resource department, I believe that I will be the best candidate for this position on in your company.
Very good. Very impressive. So you are a fast learner, yeah, and you now can have a quite knowledge about recruiting and promoting people or promoting employee and also the handling payroll and health insurance. So these kinds of knowledge and experiences can help me for uh, conducting the people management in this company.
Yes.
And would you like to tell me your previous work, would you like to tell me and describe how did you very uh, how did you like the current company and why do you want to moving on?
Uh, the current company means my previous company.
Yes.
What I love about my previous company, first the team. They are very coordinative team, and uh, we can express our opinion and our ideas in the sake of a good program for the company. And also I have my boss. My boss is very supportive and very responsible person. He often asks me about a solution if there was a complex issue in the company, or there is a people issue in the another branch of the company. So I love being an HR team because I love meeting people, and I love uh, being uh, being a supportive team to the company by managing the people. So the employees have a good experience, and they will more productive.
Wow, very good. So I do really love the way you respond my questions. So do you have any skill, the other skill that you have already mentioned before for this position?
Well, I have uh, one one I have taken a class for uh, people training that took 1 or 2 months that really improved my skill to public speaking, especially when doing the presentation. So my team or my colleagues will get my information smoothly and can decrease or can avoid a misunderstanding between our team.
Okay. Wow, very great. It's 2 weeks or 2 months? I'm sorry.
2 months,
Oh, 2 months. Wow, it's a very long class, yeah. 2 months for training, yeah.
2 months, but only twice a week,
Oh, okay, only twice a week. Maybe around 16 meetings, right?
right?
Okay, so that's a very sufficient knowledge and skill if we enroll about 16 meetings. Yeah, but very fantastic. I think you have suitable skills and suitable capability for our position, for the vacant position in my company. So,
Thank
would you like to tell me what's your ideal job?
My ideal job. Actually, I want to be an entrepreneur, and being an entrepreneur that or have my own company, I believe that we my experience in HR department will help me to manage my company. So because I have experience in recruiting or managing people and training, because a good company is uh, very based on the employees. So the employees are the most valuable aspect for the company.
Sure, I'll go with you. So, what kind of hour would you prefer? A full time or part time?
For now, I prefer a full-time job because uh, uh, because I want to learn more, because I want to explore more about HR, and I believe that there's no limit for always studying.
Okay. So, would you like to be willing to work one day and a weekend?
If I will be I'm not uh I will be willing to work on the weekend, or maybe doing the overtime based on the urgencies of the task or the needs of the company.
Okay, I'm very happy to hear that. What about your greatest strength?
My greatest strength, I believe I'm a problem solver person, because in most of time in my previous company, my boss always participate me to have a discussion, or my colleagues are asking me my opinions or solution if they face some issue or some problem.
Oh, yeah, we need a problem solver for this position. However, can you tell me your weakness?
Uh, my weakness even though I have experience in training people or meeting a lot of people, but my weakness is public speaking. I am easily nervous if I have to speak in front of a large group of people. That's why it's one of the reason I took the public speaking training. And however, because I'm a reliable person, I always try to give my best to my performance. If I should doing a presentation, I always practice before the presentation so I can present well and the presentation will go smoothly.
Very impressive. So, because you are a problem solver, so would you like to describe or tell me how do you handle all stressful situation and your company?
One of my stressful situation is when there was one employee that uh, has joined my previous company maybe about 3 months, and we just find out that he's still working in his last company, so he do two full-time jobs. So I I reach out to my boss to discuss how to solve this problem. So my boss said that the decision is on me between cutting off the employee or uh, cooperate with with his previous company. So I decided to call his previous company first, and then I called the employee because he is outside he is at the branch outside Jakarta. So I have to call him, and he said that he will resign from the previous company and he chose to stay at our company. But I agree with his decision, but with a strong warning letter is SP3 because he because he it his action is integrity violence.
Right. Yes, I do agree whenever you decided to uh, cooperate with his previous company to talk about what's next of this employee. And yes, this is will be our last question and last point that we will talk about in this session. So I would like to offer you this position with 50 million rupees.
I'm
Are you
sorry.
interested in
Sorry,
with
15 million.
50 million? Sorry,
15 million.
sorry, 5 million.
Thank you for your offering. I'm very excited to join your company, but based on my experience, my expertise, and my record and my skill in this position, I think the best number for this position is around 8 to 10 millions. Uh, can you uh, can you uh, can you help me to get closer to that number?
Well, the best offer we can offer for you. Around 6 million. With the health insurance and 12 days leave, and also some bonuses in the end of the year.
Based on my research about this position in HR industry, I still I stay with around 8 to 10 millions because in this position as HR manager, the workload, the skill that needed to this position is not in level staff. Uh, However, with my experience in training, in leadership, in recruiting, I can give more than a standard manager for the success of this company.
Okay, what about your previous salary in your previous company? Is it more than 5 million or something?
It's more than 5 millions, and the benefits are the same with your offer, like health insurance and bonuses, and but the salary is more than 5 millions.
Okay, so I think 6 million will be the best for you big since we got the information that you just only have 2 months experience for HR manager in your previous company.
Uh, yes, but in just 2 months, I have learning so many new skills like public speaking, uh, recruiting, and then dealing with big issues. And I I am the one who suggests to digitalize all the administration reports by using one application, HRIS. So I think uh, based on my experience, my innovation, I think uh, I can do more uh, than 6 millions. I think the best number is 8 to 10 millions.
Okay, well, um, this is the last offer that we can give to you. 7 million, is it possible for you? Will you join us?
Sorry.
7 million, will it be possible for you?
I'm sorry. Thank you for offering, but I'm sorry I can't take the offer because I'll stick with my best offer is around 8 to 10 millions.
Okay, that's all right. It's no problem. Thank you very much for your time, Miss Sabrina, and really appreciate the way you respond to the whole my questions tonight. And hopefully, we can have the same opportunity uh, for the upcoming position, or maybe the upcoming and the next opportunity.
Thank you, Mbak Jodis, for inviting me to this interview.
My pleasure. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
Okay, thank you, Mbak Sabrin. Yes, it's very interesting the way you still keep it up your position and your number for the salary. Okay, so what about, I just want to ask you something. In the HR, as an HR, if uh, is it a normal for the interviewee, for the interviewer asking the recent salary for the candidate in his previous company?
Yes, is often ask to the employee.
Okay. Okay. Is there any option for the interviewee whether they could tell honestly how big his salary or whether they couldn't say it?
Uh, Gimana Mbak maksudnya?
Is there any
Sorry.
option? Is there any option for the interviewee? Is there any option for the interviewee whether telling the truth how big his salary is or whether answering with the uh, yeah with a different way. For example, simply say we couldn't say the truth.
Mm, Usually the interviewee will say the number around his salary, like
Mhm.
uh the range between 5 to 6 millions, for example, and the interviewer will be informed to the user
Okay.
if it's fit the budget or over the budget. So the interviewer will later contact the interviewee about the offering.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. And it will be the additional information, yeah, for the interviewer, yeah, to
Mm,
decide the suitable number for the candidate.
yeah.
Okay, there is minor mistake for your performance, yeah.
Mhm.
For the question number 7, how will your education help you with this position? So you say that not really parallel in my something, yeah, but I just constant on the vocabulary, not really parallel. So we can say not really in line.
Inline maksudnya. Iya.
Yeah, it's not really in line with my background, or we can say like the previous idiom that we learned in the video. Do you still remember? It's
Mhm.
like
Yes.
shift
Yeah.
career, yeah,
Your career.
shift career or shift career, or we can say new experience or new career path.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's really interesting. So I just have one thing. This is I want to tell you. This one. Nah,
Hmm.
this is the way you can remember how to describe or how to
Hmm.
tell about yourself. Yeah. Nah, on the introducing ourselves, we can say present, past, and future. Future is about our additional value for the vacant position, yeah, in the upcoming company, yeah. And what about the present? Present is, yeah, who you are, yeah, like this one, your achievement, yeah, this is your job. Now to make it you to help you and to make it easy to describe yourself, yeah, in introducing yourself, you can say simply this one. You can use this star method. STAR method is the way you describe who you are by using this guideline like situation. Yeah, this is the present. Just tell me about your current situation, whether you are still working in a certain company at a certain position, or whether you are still available for any kind of job, any kind of position. Yeah, this is the current situation. And then the next one is task. Yeah, for example, now, now you are working as a HR administration officer and the ethics company. So you also mentioned about your task. This is your responsibility. Yeah, mention the task. Okay, like the way you mentioned and at the simulation, yeah, it was perfect. My task. So you can say, I'm Jody Stiamati. Currently, I'm working as an administration officer at Ethics. It is a change supply company and South Jakarta or in Jakarta who cover some branch around Java Island. And my job and my responsibility for my current position are first, I need to handle blah, 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 and I need to coordinate with the whole manager or the whole branch manager in several cities, and I have to handle the employees, the whole employees payroll, and handling the meeting and preparing so many administration files, and I need to manage the employee, like doing the training for my employee and evaluating the whole employee's performance during a period. And the next one is the action. Action means how do you work that job? Yeah. For example, in managing the employees training, I need to make sure now you can tell how the way you work, how the way you finish this job. For example, doing the employees training, how do you finish that job or how do you work on that job? For example, the things that I need to prepare to do the training, to give the employees training, is first I need to evaluate the whole employees performance, and then I need to select who are the one who needs the upcoming training or the one who can get a promotion because of their good performance in a period. And then for the managing the payroll, I can sure that that was a very uh, interesting process, because in that position and in that kinds of responsibility, I make sure the whole employees can follow the system on my company, for example, like using HRIS and so many kinds and so many more. So we can say the way I do this job, I work this one, this one, this one. That is the action. Or we can, on the action part, we can tell how was our our experience in doing this kind of job. For example, yes, in my company, to handle the payroll, I'm the manager for the HR department, so I decided to use the digital method, or I used one application, for example, like HRIS, which help my company so many good uh, impact, for example, and giving the efficiency of time, the efficiency of the cost and budget, and also the practicality for my employees. Now, so you mentioned how the way you do that work, and also the last one is tell the result. How is the result whenever you do the HRIS? Yeah, so actually the way you introduce yourself has already followed this kind of method, STAR method. But actually, this is only the different way, yeah, to explain what should I say first and what should I say next. Yeah, but actually, they are all the same. They all are the same, like the STAR method situation. Start from the situation. For example, I am the HR administration officer who work and managing the employees' performance, analyzing employees' performance, and handling the payroll, and giving the employees training, and many more. Okay, and also uh, followed with the action. Yeah, because you have already mentioned what are your responsibilities, and then after mentioning your responsibilities, then began telling how the way you accomplish all tasks. Yeah. How the way you handle the employees training, how the way you do the promoting employee, or how the way you finish your job for the managing the payroll, and how the way you um, manage the whole paper or administration letter. Yeah, so tell how you work those kind of responsibilities. Yeah, and then the last one, of course, this is like example. Yeah, the result or the example. How was the result? Yeah, after, for example, after decided using HRIS application for doing the payroll, or for asking the taking leave. So the result was this decision gave the company more than a good impact. Like, for example, my company uh, mm, can have a better time efficiency. This decision can contribute to the employees practicality on asking for leaving, and also can help my job easier, and then I can be more productive to handling the another responsibilities, like giving the employees training and analyzing the employees performance, and selecting employees to get the promotion, and many more. So I could say, based on my decision, by doing the digitalization. So I could say my decision can help me to give a contribution for my current company. Gitu ya. So pokoknya jual saja what we have done, what decision we have made to the company, and make sure that the whole our decision, the whole our work can give the better contribution to our company. So this is your value. This is your what is it? This is your point to be considered by the upcoming interviewer. Okay. All right,
Berarti
Sabrin. Do you
berarti Mbak
think? Yes.
itu kan dijelasin agak panjang gitu nggak apa-apa ya Mbak? Maksudnya nggak ngebosenin gitu.
Sebenarnya yang tadi Mbak Sabrin udah jelasin, sebenarnya udah masuk ke sini, Star Master. Tadi Mbak Sabrin bilang apa ya? I learned about people manager, recruiting, yeah, handling payroll. Terus you have already tell about you have decided the whole employee to use HRIS, and you have based on this decision, then the company can give a good impact like time management, time efficiency, yeah, and then less reducing paper using, ya nggak sih?
Iya.
Iya, itu sama aja sih. Ada situationnya, your current position, the tasknya, what are your responsibilities, and the action. Tell me the action, how the way you finish your responsibilities. Yeah, because when you tell this kind of steps, so it can give the interviewer additional point of view about how the way you work. And also you have to appreciate yourself by telling the result. Of course, you have to give the interviewer about the impressive result. For example, based on my decision that my boss thanked me, because actually whenever we see how budget we can how big cost the company can give to this decision, actually it can give more benefit for the company, because this decision can reduce the cost for HR management, or for doing the payroll, or for analyzing the employees' performance. So this is can give far away a benefit for my company. Nah, so this is the way you sell yourself, your capability, your performance at the previous company. So the interviewer will see, oh yeah, based on your decision, yeah, because you are the one who have a problem solver, yeah, problem solver character. So okay, you can solve this problem, and then based on your ideas you get the good result. For example, your boss thank you because of you can reduce the expense of the company. Okay.
Okay.
That's all. Whatever. Do you have any question, or do you want to reconduct anything the interviewer?
Mm,
Do you want to once
um,
again?
maybe the weakness part, but
Hmm,
uh, kalau nah ini sih Pak kayak kalau misalnya if I said that my weakness is public speaking and I get easily nervous gitu kan, terus uh, solusinya selain ikut training gitu apa ya Mbak? Maksudnya kayak
Oh,
buat meyakinkannya gitu.
okay. Yeah, I get your point. For example, would you like to tell me about your weakness? You can say, well, I am a nervous person, so sometimes whenever I get an opportunity to show up in front of a lot of groups or a lot of people, so I'm easily to get nervous, and I'm the one who a little bit shy to give a performance in front of a lot of people. But I know how to handle my weakness. I have
Hmm.
learned a lot how to handle my weakness. So here are my steps to overcome my weakness. First, I have already enrolled the public speaking class outside of my company. So after finishing working in my company, then I take 1 up to 2 hours to enroll the public speaking class. And after that, the second step is to train my public speaking and to reduce my nervous whenever I give any performance or lead a meeting in front of a lot of people. So the second step that I could make in my company is every single week, once a week or twice a week, I could make an internal meeting for my team. So through the internal meeting, I can give myself opportunity to bring up any ideas and to communicate any issues in my team. So I can give myself the place and the opportunity to train my public speaking and to overcome my nervous. And yes, whenever I do that internal meeting, so I feel I can improve the way I speak and I can reduce my nervous. So I can speak fluently right now, then I can overcome my nervous when I speak in front of a lot of people. But I would say I am the nervous person. However, it doesn't matter for me because I know how to handle my nervous. And
Hmm.
I also have trained how to overcome my nervous by doing an internal meeting with my team. Gitu.
Hmm. Ya, oke Mbak.
Okay. Nah,
Hmm.
you can say, yes, this is my weakness, but do not focus on your weakness. Again, start situation. Yes, I am a nervous person and I have a weakness about the public speaking. That is the situation. And then task, yeah. How do we overcome the situation? Yeah, how do we overcome the fearness or the nervous? Yeah, this is the task For example, yes, I know that is my weakness, and that's why I need to give myself a place and an opportunity to force my skill to speak fluently and confidently in front of a lot of people. Yeah, that is the task. Give and provide place and opportunities to speak in front of a lot of people. That is the task. Okay, and then the action. How do we do that? The action is, for example, I always I always lead the internal meeting with my team for example, once a week or twice a week. Okay, so in an internal meeting, I can speak about any issue to all my team members so I can bring up any kinds of solution, or we discuss any updates in my team with my teams. Okay, and that is the action. And do not forget about the result. And after that, I can make sure that after doing the regular internal meetings, so I can improve my public speaking, I can deliver, and I can utter any kinds of issues, any kinds of information in front of a lot of people confidently and fluently. So gradually I can decrease my nerves and I can overcome my nerves as long as I can keep doing the internal meeting. Again, to make you easy, just follow the start: situation, task,
Action.
action, and give the reward for yourself or the result, telling the result. So, yeah.
I'm afraid that my answer to my weakness is gonna be a boomerang gitu, Mbak.
No, no, no. That's why we need to emphasize how to overcome those weaknesses. Yeah. Whenever we tell about our weakness, just mentioning, okay, this is my weakness, and then emphasizing on how we work on overcoming this weakness. Okay, by doing the START method. For example, perfectionism. How do we overcome the perfectionism? What kinds of activity or the action can we do?
We have to admit that not everything under our control, and unexpected event are often happen. So we need to more flexible
Mhm.
and flexible to the change, and we can simply rearrange our plan.
Okay. So whenever the updates happen, so we can simply rearrange our plan. Yeah, that's good. So what about the impatient?
Ambition. Um, Gimana ya? I'm a little bit impatient too.
Ah,
Uh, when I'm asking for a data or an update to someone, and the person is keep uh, keep not giving the updates. Sometimes I get a little bit impatient, but I realize that uh, his job is not only what I'm asking for, not only what he is doing another job too, and especially when he can explain why he couldn't give the updates with a rational reason, that I can more accept it, or we can discuss it further.
Okay, nice. So it must be a solution yeah for our
Hmm.
weakness.
Sebenarnya
Overcommitting. Overcommitting. Takes
thing.
on too many tasks at once, so leading to the potential of the burnout. How do you handle? How do we overcome this? Of course, this is the things that we never neglect.
Hmm.
It's always
Hmm.
happen whenever we
Yes,
work. Yeah, so
it's always happen.
mm,
It always happen, especially when the deadline are tight.
mm,
Uh, I believe to overcome this weakness is time management.
yeah.
Time management, and if our boss gave us different tasks in one time, maybe we can reach out to him
Mm,
to prioritize which task that the most urgent, so we can finish it one by one, and all the tasks are complete in time.
okay, so scale priority is the most important.
Yes.
Maybe that's the key of one of the weakness of the overcommitting. Yes. So what's about the delegation?
Delegation.
Delegation. Sometimes
Um,
whenever the overcommittings happen, yeah, so maybe we need to delegate some tasks.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
What about
Um,
our weakness is kind of difficult to do the delegation?
um, I believe that to overcome the delegation is more, we need more experience to work as a team,
Mhm.
so we can share our task, and to maybe to communicate to our coworker that how we prefer, or how our expectation that this task result, maybe.
Um, whenever we do delegating, so do you have some criterias to whom will you delegate some tasks, or what kinds of tasks will you delegate to whom?
uh what kind of task to delegate to a specific person is.
Do you have any strategy to delegate some of the tasks?
mm, Maybe my strategy is, first we have to know
Mhm.
our team members first, what they good at, what they strong at, because every single person have their expertise.
Mhm.
So if I'm want to delegate, for example, payroll,
Mhm.
maybe I will delegate to my coworker that have some experience with payroll. If I could do that.
Okay, so another thing, Another thing is that knowing our group members' expertise and strength. What else?
Um, Workload, our coworker workload kali.
Workload. How do you see that? Okay, my friend has fewer workload than me. How do you know
You
that?
know, if I need someone's help,
Mhm.
I always ask them first, like, "Are you busy? Can you help me with this?"
Oh,
Like that. So,
I,
jadi,
have you ever got someone who reject any kinds of task that you delegate to him or to her?
yes, like, apa ya kemarin? Like to reach out to a employee. I asked my colleague, and then he said that he couldn't do that because he got so many deadlines at that time. So I just and then I accepted.
How do you say that?
It's okay.
It's okay,
Mm,
so the tax will come to me, gitu ya.
uh, yeah, paling maybe I ask for his opinion or his solution.
Yes, gain his or her opinions about.
Mm-mm.
So, what should I do next if we reject this kind of task? Yeah.
Mm,
All right. What about we have already discussed for the public speaking, yeah, and overthinking.
mm, honestly, as I grow older, I always avoid overthinking, especially in office.
Okay. Why?
That I think what's in the office is stay in the office. We can't really know our colleague, and because at the when we work, that people come and go is
It's normal.
very usual. Yeah, it's normal. People come and go, and so if uh, uh overthinking is not good good.
It's not. It's not type of me, yeah.
Yeah, it's not type of me.
All right. So, how do you overcome this weakness, overthinking?
um I just gimana ya, maybe being sometimes being ignorance is good, like ya ya udahlah gitu.
Oh, gitu ya.
Apalagi soal apa personal gitu, kayak ya ya udahlah, bukan urusan gitu.
Okay, yeah. So sometimes no little or no fewer. It's better, yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay, nice. Thank you, Mbak Sabrin. We have already talked many things tonight. We have already done doing the simulation of the interview with someone, and we have already discussing about the STAR method, discussing about how do we renegotiate the unexpected salary, yeah, and also we have discussed about how we overcome any weakness. And what else? I think we did so many things tonight, yeah.
Hmm.
So it's interesting session.
Honestly,
Yes.
I've never negotiating salary.
Oh, sometimes
Biasanya pasrah.
maybe the next time, yeah, the upcoming interview, maybe you can try these tricks. Yeah.
Hmm, kayak udah nyoba tapi tetap aja.
Tapi kan sekarang udah tahu gimana caranya ya kan?
Iya,
So
iya.
now you have some clues how to
Hmm,
renegotiate. Yeah, sometimes
yes.
maybe why make you just directly accept the salary because you don't know how to say, how to
Hmm,
negotiate. Yeah,
yeah.
now you know how to negotiate. Would you like to tell me the strategy how to negotiate? We have 4 points. First,
Uh, Appreciating.
okay, good. And then appreciate,
um,
and then
Encounter.
encounter. Yes.
Encounter.
Would you like to repeat once again? Would you like to repeat once again how to do the negotiate the unexpected salary?
First, we appreciate the offer,
Okay, nice.
and then we encounter the offer if we don't if we disagree with the offering,
Okay, and then
and then we offer what the number that best for us,
mhm.
and uh yeah, and then asking if the interviewer can take us to closer at the number that we expect.
Okay, nice, very good. So actually, there is one missing. First,
Uh,
saying thank you or gratitude, or
Gratitude.
yeah, and the second one, telling that this is below of our expectation, yeah, and then the third one show that we have the
Oh
skill,
yeah,
yeah, we sell our skills,
very ourselves.
okay, all right, and the last one, uh, reiterate, okay, because we have so many experiences in this position and I also gain some skills to work with A, B, and C, and also based on my research for this position it takes around blah 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 to blah blah blah, and would you like to get me closer to this number please gitu ya.
Yes.
Okay. So I think you will do the salary negotiation for the upcoming
Mm,
interview.
yes, I'm
Yes.
sure.
All right. Thank you very much for the willingness to join on this session, Mbak Sabrina, and for and evaluating your performance for the interview. Actually, there is only a minor mistake. It's only the vocabulary, yeah. So the terminology. It's not a parallel, so we can say in line,
In line.
in line. And yeah, do not forget simply using star method. Yeah. Mhm.
Yes. Okay.
Situation. Tell about your current situation right now and task your responsibilities, task, and action. How do you finish your responsibility? How do you achieve the responsibilities? And then do not forget to appreciate yourself by telling the result.
Yes.
Do not forget to telling the result because that is the way the interviewer know your good work. So we need to tell them about the result, the good result of our work.
Okay.
Thank
Yes.
you so much, Mbak Sabrin. Do you have any
Thank
question?
you, Mbak Jadis.
Do you have any question?
I think it's enough for today.
Enough for today. All right. This is the interesting part. Salary negotiate.
Yes.
So,
Thank you for telling me the method about
my
negotiation.
pleasure. Yeah. Tell me whenever you do this 4 points on the salary negotiation. Maybe, for example, one day whenever you finish, do the interviewee, the interview, and then you just maybe text me, but done for salary negotiating. Okay, and then the result is yes, I got the number that I expected. Gitu ya. Tell me one day, okay? So
Okay, Mbak.
hopefully this works for you, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Right. Thank you so much for tonight, Mbak Sabrin. Have a nice day. Let's call it a day.
Thank you so much, Mbak.
My
Have a
pleasure.
nice day.
Okay, saya izin live ya.
Ya, Mbak.